uh, I forgot the little the singer. There's two female singers. I forgot what it is. Stephanie Mills and somebody I forgot. Then they got Bone Thugs and 3-6.
Man, that's gonna be all right though. I'm trying to think how that's gonna match up. I don't see how they got matched
it's
up.
so different, man.
Yeah, I don't see how they got matched up, but yeah.
Yeah, it's so different. I don't even know how they put those two in the same category.
They had to do it just because they was two groups or something. I don't know. Maybe they just was the only ones available. Like, yeah, we're here.
Yeah, we're doing.
Yeah, they shouldn't have got matched up with them.
Yeah,
Bone should have got matched up with Twister, even though he's just an individual.
Yeah, him and do or die. They can do it fucking.
And then that paper down.
They could do some do or die little shit. Do some of the jump they did together, and then do some of Twister shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Twister shit would have just. I think they probably was like, damn, we would have been all Twister shit because he like kind of kept going. But do or die had some joints, but I don't think matched up with Bone. Bone would have pulled out the motherfucking. Yeah, we some cowboys now. What the fuck? Yeah, I can turn to Bone Thugs and Ranchers.
Rodeo or some shit.
Yeah, there's the rodeo.
I don't know, man. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know. I stopped listening to Bone by then when they started doing little.
No, they had hay straws of hay in their mouth and
shit. You know, they had to do that so they can win the beef for a crucial conflict because they had hay in the middle of the pond. You know what I'm saying?
Oh so yeah, crucial conflict. I forgot about crucial conflict, but they just had
like two. They had like 3 jumps.
Yeah, that's
3 jumps. Bone, they had hit stuff.
Yeah,
but you know.
Yeah, they gonna run down on. I don't know. That shit ain't gonna match up right. They just gonna be playing music.
It's too different. Yeah, it's just a celebration. It ain't really a battle with them two. I don't see how it could be. Yeah, but no, I was well, let's formally introduce ourselves. You know, welcome to another episode of the We Made podcast. I'm K Taylor. K Taylor in the building.
J Neil. Follow us on all social platforms. We Made podcast. We Made media on YouTube. We Made in some variety of form on all the socials. You can also see them somewhere in the background here. Yeah. Lean with it.
Before we get into everything, I just saw breaking news that this should lead to interesting conversation because we all, you know, we can talk about stuff like this anyway. But the iconic Staples Center, they're changing the name of the Staples Center after all these years, man.
To what
they
though?
Changed it to
what?
You heard already.
You already know.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Just think of the impact that is. Just
keep on sleeping if you want to, man. Keep on
Staples
sleeping.
Center.
The world is changing
for a long time, bro.
I ain't even going to say the world is changing. The world has changed, man.
It's already changed. Yeah. Just think about this. Pardon the pun, but think about the staple that Staples was.
Yeah, exactly.
Think about how Staples Center, like this is literally proof that it's over for offices. The Staples is the office store.
Yeah, you hear me?
That's like Target and Walmart for office buildings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's more money being made out the household than ever before, man.
So the store that capitalize on office buildings and tenant spaces and, you know, corporate America,
having corporate business in general.
Yeah, corporate business, just people being in cubicles and being in a bullpen and copy machines and the whole fucking, excuse my language, just all of that. Just the people that benefited from that the most, who had their name on LA, the Lakers, the top franchise in all of basketball,
Yeah.
one of the top 5 franchises
Especially
in the
when it comes to
world,
money.
one of the top franchises in the world. They are changing their name from the top business superstore to crypto.com, bro. The crypto.com arena. Think about the impact that just that alone. Just think about what that means about how this world is changing.
I'm trying to tell you. Crypto.com. They booming, you know what I'm saying? But you know what? To not the sidestep, but to kind of elaborate a little bit, but in a different direction. Slim, Coinbase slipped.
Yeah.
For crypto.com to NASDAQ. Coinbase jacked that bread a little bit, it seems.
I think
I'm still a Coinbase fan, by the way. Crypto.com used a lot of marketing and shit like that, though. So
do you have accounts with both?
Yeah.
And you prefer Coinbase, like the user friendliness, or
just because my
cryptos?
longer tenure with Coinbase. You know what I'm saying? I was with Coinbase. I remember Coinbase is like not where I bought my first crypto, but where I started holding crypto at first, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Before I found out about other shit.
So it's a sense of loyalty there.
Yeah, to a degree, and the user friendliness, the ease of it, being able to, move shit around. Like I literally use crypto. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Crypto has funded a whole bunch of shit for this guy right here. So I'm a true, I'm a true believer in crypto. You know what I'm saying? Like when Bitcoin bust through the roof in what that was 17. I think it was 17 when it went to 19,000. It was that 17 or 19. One or two. Like when it dropped back down, everybody, that was 17. Everybody was like, oh, it's over. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck no. You know what I'm saying? I watched what this shit do, and I missed my opportunity back in goddamn 2010 when I first found out about Bitcoin, dog. And I motherfucking gift like a motherfucker, dog. I was bullshitting. Had the money sitting to the side and everything. Yeah, but it was just an idea. You know what I'm saying? It was.
Yeah, back then I couldn't wrap my mind around the idea. I told the story about 10 times on the podcast, but I had a guy named Eric that I work with, and he was sold on it. He was taking money every week from his check buying Bitcoin back in 2000. I think I met him in 2012 or 13. And he was telling me, like, every week I'm taking $100 out of my check every week, buying Bitcoin with it. And hopefully, I haven't seen him since I left that company.
Like it disappeared.
I haven't seen him since I left that company, so hopefully he sat on it and flipped it and made good on it. But he the first one was telling me about it. I worked with another guy some years later, and that's when Bitcoin was probably in either the high hundreds or the low thousands.
Yeah.
And he did a better job of explaining it to me, but I couldn't understand like how you sending your money to somewhere where nobody's in charge of it. Like it just sounded like a scam to me. I couldn't grasp it. And that
freedom,
was probably,
bro.
That was
just your conditioning. That's all.
Yeah, that was probably 2016, 15 or 16 when I met that dude. And I don't remember his name, but I played poker with him a couple times up at MGM. That's when MGM first opened. And he was trying to explain, he explained it better how crypto works, but I couldn't grasp how you're sending your money to a website that nobody is technically in charge of.
Yeah.
And you're trusting that they'll sell you some money some a cryptocurrency that you can't use anywhere. So I understood blockchain more, but not the purpose of it and
Not the coins and shit.
why I should be buying this. So that was opportunity. That was strike two right there.
Yeah.
You know, I missed out on it twice. Still at a relatively low at the time, high
Decent.
price, but still low now in relation to where it's at now. If I could have bought fucking 5 of them at $800,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? What would that mean right now? You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's hindsight, man.
That's right. Yeah, you hear me?
Everybody got a million stories like that, but
it's always more opportunity.
Just to see that from then to now that they changing the Staples Center to crypto.com.
Man, that's such a major. That's like when I'm trying to tell you, it's like when I realized how, like on minutes, you done fucked up.
Yeah.
When I realized I fucked up all the way, dog. When I walked into the gas station at the harbor, dog, and it was a Bitcoin ATM right there, and I was like, oh my goodness, what did I do?
And when you see that, think about that. When you see that, and that's where I was leading to next, because just like everything else, yeah, it's still room for the little guy like me and you to make money off it. But once it gets to branding things, and once it gets to ATMs, meaning people are charging surcharges for you to use this machine, once it gets to that level, that means guess who else involved now? All the people that told you to stay away from this, because
guess what they was doing? Why they was telling you stay away?
Stay away from this because we're not gonna honor this. Oh, hey, go look into this, or everybody's spending their money on it. Go figure out how we can. Just think about this, man. Think about who those are. Is a majority of. Well, I ain't gonna say a majority. A lot of just regular, ordinary people are invested in it, and they were invested in it first. Think of who, like, as far as like single people, it's probably more regular people with cryptos now, but who has the major portions of who has the most crypto? It's going to be corporations.
Corporations bought it up big time.
Corporations, and guess who else? Banks. The people who told you that that's fake money. And they wasn't even.
But you see, what?
A lot of them wasn't even trying to let you in the beginning. Wasn't trying to let you send money from their establishments to buy this stuff. You know, almost like as a scam.
Visa, MasterCard.
We're not letting you fund your wallet and buy this stuff. Now, all of these people are serious investors in crypto.
Yeah.
And I tell you right there that there's a new day of dawning.
Man, I'm trying to tell you to see that go up on the stage. When I seen that earlier today, and I was like, mind blown.
It's just a wrap, bro.
Wow. But we see what we talked about. I think we talked about it where with the whole virtual world, man, virtual reality, the metaverse, you know what I'm saying, NFTs, where you had to realize what was taking place. I mean, you think about how all the phone apps back in the day, you think about the games, you had currency to those games. You know what I'm saying? Each one of those apps had their own currencies that
the Robux.
That's what made me real interested in Bitcoin. But again, it was just something that I put in the back seat back then because I had a whole bunch of other shit going on. But I wish that shit was in my forefront. You know what I'm saying? I just was like, I'm gonna get to it. But then when I was finally got to it, it was a process of learning even how to purchase. Now, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But that's the process of that I'm going through with the NFTs and stuff like that. Like, so now it's letting me know, like, okay, nah, not again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm gonna be in front of I'm gonna be in front of this motherfucker this time.
Yeah, it's just it's like it's so poetic, man. For them, like for all just the Staples Center, bro.
Yeah, you hear me?
Like that's
because everybody said no, man. Just think, just a couple years ago though, like not even that long ago. They was just a couple years ago, especially when Bitcoin did the rise and then flop. You know what I'm saying? And it really wasn't a flop drawback. You know what I'm saying? But it went back down. It was ranging between 8 and 12,000. Everybody was like, see, look at all you know what I'm saying? All the big wigs, but they was buying it. They was buying it. And now they the benefactors of it. You seeing 30 million in coins being moved at one time, you know what I'm saying? Because they in for the plays, they making other plays. And I'm gonna tell you, America jacked that bread because we ain't nowhere near in the space like we supposed to when it come to crypto. And we gonna fall behind. We gonna man, we already behind. And that shit
especially when when China went through their little issues with cryptos and they said they not accepting certain cryptos because China want to control everything. That's when America should have swooped in and
you hear me?
But let's buy this up because they so ahead of us on so many other things.
Yeah,
that's something that we as a country should have
pushed. We supposed to be the innovators, man. We fell so far behind because we left the manufacturing and the creation
everything.
Everything. We let it go. We just want to be a service company. You know what I'm saying? We're a service country or a service corporation because we ain't really a country. We're a corporation. The United States of America is a corporation, but we became a service thing. Everything get imported and we get trained to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Or service it. And like if you're not producing anything, and that's in just regular life. That's why we so far behind as a culture because we've been trained to be consumers. If you're not a producer, you gotta produce, man. If you ain't producing, you dwindling. You know what I'm saying? You falling behind.
Yep. And here we are. The new day is dawning, and
it ain't too late. That's all you gotta learn. It ain't too late. It's always new technology. It's always that's the
beauty of. We gotta get on it.
Yeah,
we gotta get on it.
It can get too late.
We on it, but we gotta be on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta be on it.
What my man say? You better hop on the train before it leave the station.
It's just I'm just so blown away by the symbolism.
The Staples Center, Sam.
It's the symbolism in the one of the most recognizable teams in all of sports. Basketball, hockey, football, everything.
So think about what that's going to do.
Yeah, you got the Lakers in one of the most popular cities in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got the Lakers, you got the Cowboys, you got Manchester United. Those are global brands. You know what I mean? Fuck the Cowboys, but those are global brands.
Yep.
And to see that on the Staples Center, removing staples, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like
just out with the old and with the new.
It's like something in a book, man. It's like you couldn't have wrote a better story than that. You couldn't have wrote that.
Yeah.
You couldn't have wrote that, man. It's just I'm blown away by that move, man. But that means we gotta, like I said, we gotta get on it. We gotta get on it.
Yeah, indeed.
Furthermore, what else has been up with you, man? I had to get to that, man.
Cooling. You know, just trying to stay in the way but out the way. You know what I mean?
I
There's
dig
a
it.
lot
I dig
going
it.
on. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on in the city. So, you know,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I'm trying to retire next year, brother. That's my goal.
Hey, that'd be amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm.
that's the plan.
You can hire me. And I can come and cut your grass and shit. I'm gonna be a
I
worker
got K's landscaping. Yeah. But
yeah,
yeah, I
man.
mean that's the only thing I've been working on, man. Getting the kids in tune with what's happening, keeping them engaged. You know, they don't. You know, they school. You know what I'm saying? So they learning what we learning, and that's
Yeah.
the beauty of what our structure right now is. We learning together. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
Picking up a bunch of different skill sets that's focusing in on um, propelling us in the future.
Pardon my eating, everybody. I'm sorry.
I
But
told you
yeah,
that's you. Talking about only on Tuesdays.
yeah. I don't have wings though. I don't have wings. I told you I only eat wings on Tuesday time.
Oh, okay.
But Wing Tuesday. But yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Because guess what? Y'all learning together. That also means you got young eyes on things. That's gonna be stuff that they gonna hip you to that you might not have seen. You know
Man,
what I'm saying?
they gonna be
That's beautiful.
10 times better than me. You hear me? When it come to this,
Ain't that the goal? That's the
yeah,
goal, right?
yeah.
It's always the goal.
Hey,
You know.
speaking about what you eating, the establishment you in, uh, I ain't gonna mention the name because I don't like y'all this week. Because last week I actually went there and tried to celebrate my holiday, and they had a big sign on the door talking about due to chicken shortages, they not honoring veterans. You bam ass. And I had to walk all the way up to the door to see that.
Damn.
Because
That's
the
how they
sign
going
was
out here.
little. They had a regular piece of paper.
They
It's
just
like,
wrote it
yeah, they
down.
had a
They
regular piece
wasn't
of
even
paper and
printed.
just had it on the joint, dog.
It was like, sorry.
All right, well, I don't want your kind here. That's what they said. That's how I read it.
You know what's funny? That's because, like, that's to tell you how fucked up the supply chain is. If the
Yeah,
chicken store don't have chicken,
chicken don't got chicken. Chicken store don't got
chicken
chicken,
store don't
man.
got chicken, man.
Man, they
That's
was
that's
lying, man.
shit fucked up, bro. Oh,
They
you
was
think they just
lying.
was
Yeah,
discriminating?
I think they was just they was like, look, man. I know what the national corporation say we gonna do, but we gonna handle this a different way in house.
All right, we
We got
lost too
money.
much
We
money
got
in this
money to make.
pandemic. Lost too much money in this
Yeah.
pandemic, man.
Like, go fight another
Nah, but
war. Then you'll get some free stuff.
that's why we ain't stop selling thighs, bro. It's real. The chicken shortage is real.
Yeah, I seen that the thigh stop.
That's how it's real, man. I don't know what happened to all the bird wings, but
They
you
cutting
know they
them all.
still,
They can't make them fast enough.
what is it? It's a steroid shortage.
Yeah,
That's
they
what's
feeding
going
it,
on.
and you know they feed the chickens to the chickens. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They feed the
Yeah,
chickens to the. They make chicken feed out the little chicks, man. That's crazy.
yeah. That's recycling, man. We gotta keep
But
our world sustainable.
it wasn't nothing wrong with them. They just like,
We're running out of
boy,
corn,
you
man.
hear
We
me?
gotta feed. I mean, little chicks are yellow like corn. I mean,
Yeah. They don't know the difference.
chickens are little dinosaurs anyway. Shit.
What if chickens
Yeah.
eat chicken and be like, man, this tastes like chicken? Now
This
people say everything tastes like chicken.
this tastes like Rodney. This shit tastes like his man and shit.
You hear me? And I was looking, man, not to switch gears too hard, but it just popped in on my screen. They said the two dudes convicted of killing Malcolm X they got thrown out. Their convictions got thrown out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But they knew they ain't kill them all along anyway, man.
Yeah, I was about to say. So is that's like affirming that the whole setup thing is true then, right?
Yeah, that's what they saying. I mean, well, they ain't, they ain't gonna say it out loud, but
Yeah.
you know, who
So
done
so
it.
so that so that
They
so
tried
the,
to pit it on one group, and
yeah, so the FBI boys or CIAs or one of them
the letter
alphabet
guys,
boys.
yeah, the letter
So
guys.
for B guys, they got to hold their hat or something. So it ain't been confirmed yet.
They
But
say the two men
if they doing
convicted
that,
are exonerated. They expect to get exonerated on Thursday, but I know it was 4 of them, right? But I think 2 of them died, and maybe these 2 dudes already dead. I don't know.
mm,
But I know some of them died. But it was already known, man. They 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 sold them dudes down the creek, man. And then people want to still like if something think about this, man. This was less than how long ago was that? 65, 66, what 67?
it's like 50 some years.
Yeah, 50 some years, not even 60 years ago. And still like people getting
Still ain't
whole
wild.
murder charges and they ain't do it. You hear me? And they paid the whole debt to society and everything.
And then they gonna look. They made probably fucking $50 million on their ass, and they probably give them like 5 or 8 million or something. Sorry, yeah, man, take this and live for your last 10 years with it.
That's crazy, man.
Sorry for that.
That's what Uncle Sam do to you every year, though, right? Take all your money and then give you hey, here you go. We
Yeah,
don't
sprinkle a
use your
little back.
money to make these millions. Here you go, a couple thousand. Yeah, my
Yeah,
jokers be like, oh man, yeah. I mean, that joker do be hitting at certain times, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. But
yeah.
you
I
know,
ain't do better than nothing. That's the way they know we're gonna look at it like that. So
yeah.
they're gonna keep robbing
But
us.
be mad when you keep your money throughout the year though. I'm gonna leave it like that.
Yeah.
I don't
Speaking
want
of
jokers looking at me.
speaking of convictions or court cases, yeah, you see what you think about old crocodile tails over there, man? How you feel about that?
No, I don't know everything that be happening. Go ahead, enlighten me.
Yeah, the boy, shoot 'em up, Steve over there, up in Kenosha, man. The man Kyle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So from what I read, they dropped the weapons joint on.
Out of
That's
all the
crazy.
out of all the possible charges, they dropped the most obvious one,
That's
and they
crazy. And
saying,
see, I take a particular disliking to that because that's some straight garbage right there, man. And sorry for the people who lost their lives and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Prayers to the families and all that. But the weapons joint supposed to stuck.
that's the one thing that they couldn't deny, even if you want to say self defense or whatever. That's the one thing he shouldn't have been there with the gun in the first place. And
I
now,
heard
if
the
they
mother
saying,
drove him up there with the guns.
yeah, all of that, and she ain't getting no charges as of yet. You can't speak the future, but who knows? And now they trying to, from what I hear, Cal and his defense team are pushing for a mistrial.
Yeah.
They saying, yeah, because they even though I haven't. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been 100% invested in it because I already got a feeling some gonna get off. So
Yeah,
I ain't really been
you know the
all
story and
checking
how
in
it
on the day to
goes.
day. It'll surprise me if he get convicted of anything. You know what I'm saying? But so I haven't been fully invested in seeing what's going on. But just from the hearsay, preface all that I said with that. But just from the hearsay about how they checking, I mean, how they knocking off charges and
They
saying,
gonna slap him
paying
on the wrist, man.
painting these the people that he killed as, they had weapons too, and blah blah blah, and they were attacking him, and he defended himself and all that.
But you went there with a whole
Yeah,
weapon.
yeah. I want to speak on that too.
Weapons.
I want to speak on that. Like, so say if I got a couple scenarios, right? Say I'm a law-abiding citizen in my humble neighborhood. I got legal weaponry and everything, right? Let's say I catch wind, into the street a little bit, and I know a couple guys. I catch wind that some guys in the gang across town, they had a little run-in with a young kid in my neighborhood, and I get wind of this that they're gonna come and try to take young boy out, and he a good guy. He just got into it with some guys. He not in a rival gang or nothing like that. Let's just say he a good dude that got into it with some guys at a bar, and now they're gonna come and run down on him. Say I hear that, and I decide to go and camp out at main man house to make sure nothing crazy happens with me and my little shorty right here. We're gonna sit right here and make sure nothing happens to my little guy around my neighborhood, right? Say this rival gang pull up, guns drawn, looking for main man. Let's say I take them out. I shouldn't be at his house. I shouldn't do this. I'm not an armed security guard. I'm not a cop. I'm just want to make sure that he's okay, because he's a good kid.
Yeah.
I take these guys out. What's going to happen to me if I take these guys out and they came with weapons? What's going to happen to me? They're gonna say I'm a rival gang.
They're gonna sell you up the creek.
Incident. There's a gang incident. This gang came, and this rival gang member.
You was the leader, man.
Yeah. Why you out here with your guns? What you doing out here with your guns on you? Why you over here?
Looking for it.
You looking for trouble. What you doing? If you wasn't here with your guns, this never would have happened.
Yeah.
Think of that. Think of how if I hear somebody about to rob the neighborhood little corner store in the neighborhood, and I sit out there with my law-abiding gun, and I'm it's legally registered, all that. It's out in the open. It ain't concealed. I don't have a concealed permit, so it's sitting right there. You walk up and you try to rob the place, and I take you out. What's gonna happen to me? You know what I mean? Like,
you a thug that was looking for trouble.
That's the main thing. Like, that's the hardest thing that we can't get them to grasp is that it's different rules for different people. This motherfucker went. Let me go. And Virginia is open carry.
Yeah.
Let me go to Virginia with my legal weapons and sit outside the store and wait for somebody to try to rob it and shoot some motherfuckers.
Let you walk around with them joints as a black man with dreads and see the look you gonna get.
Yeah, in the open carry state. Picture me doing that.
It been proven. Like, you got videos of like, I remember the one joint I looked at. They had the white dude carrying an assault rifle walking down the street. That dude walked, seemed like for miles, nothing happened. Dude, the whole scenario changed. Black dude, same gun, walk down the street. 4 or 5 police cars pull up on him.
He probably walk like 3 blocks.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Get on the
doing
ground,
what the hell I want to do. You understand what I'm saying? In an open carry state. It's a difference. And they don't want to accept it because that's the last if you accept that fully, then you gotta admit to everything else. You know what I'm saying? And they want to be oblivious to it. But I mean, think about the scenario you just laid out, and think about the first scenario you just laid out, and then think about what's the guy, young dude with the
Jameer Rice. Trayvon Martin.
Trayvon. Think about Zimmerman. He on his own accord decided to be community cop man.
I'm about to protect this neighborhood from these thugs.
You outside with a weapon, and you follow somebody and create an altercation and kill that person that just happened to be a young teenager, not
Right.
even a grown up, and nothing fucking happens to you. You understand what I'm saying?
Create an altercation.
Created
Like
the altercation.
like if you wasn't there with your gun, this wouldn't happen, right? Same. It's to a T.
But he ain't a
Who knows?
thug.
Who knows? Who knows what? Like the case with young Kyle. Who knows if these other guys, whatever they were doing, let the police, let local law enforcement handle that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if they did some crimes, I'm pretty sure people got arrested there that
Yeah.
day. You know what I mean? Because they was cops was there. What makes you think that even if like throw out him being young, too young to be there with the gun, throw out all that. Let's say he's 25 years old and go there with guns. The fact that they feel that I can go to another state and police these motherfuckers because I can. What? Why is he different than they keep bringing up the people that he killed had weapons? Well, why they can't have weapons and he can have weapons?
They gonna always, you know what I'm saying?
Why the other
Defame
people can't have
other
weapons?
people, make them look
Why
bad.
but look, they white too. It was some white people too with guns. Why? Because they on the other side. They the enemy.
Yeah, because they was
Why
protesting.
they can't? Why they can't have weapons too? If he can have his weapon, why the other dude can't have his weapon?
Yeah.
So what's the difference? Because he on the good guy with the gun
good side, man. He on the good side.
What's
man.
the good side? What's the good side then? The side that's protesting against police. I mean, the guy he on the side that's protesting against the people that's protesting against police brutality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The whole thing was about cops shooting what's my name? Blake in the back. My man Blake shooting him in the back. That's the whole protest was about. So you there going against these people.
And shoot some people.
So you on a good team. You hear me?
That's crazy, man.
It's to the point where, bro, I would rather them just say, you know what, fuck it. Same rules on the pot of y'all. Now,
yeah, just be
do something
open.
about it.
That's
do something about it. Just say that, bro. If we don't get the same, if we not afforded the same shit, just say it, bro.
Just be open, man. Let's
start from there and let's work. Let's just put it on the table and let's go from there.
That's why you gotta appreciate old Trumpy Johnson, bro. Because he was forefront with his feelings. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a hell. I do what I want. I don't like certain people. I'm cool with the blacks.
Look at my African American right there.
Yeah, you hear me?
I'm cool with the black.
The black.
Just that one. That one.
He's a
that
genius.
One right there.
But you know what I'm saying? It's a fact, man. Like just be open, just be honest, and then that's the ground level of where change can happen, and we can have some basis of which way to move. But as long as you keep throwing the rock and hiding the hand, you throwing boulders, you running over people with bulldozers. You know what I'm saying? And burning up the vehicle. You hear me? They didn't burn up the vehicle. They like, yeah, nah, I ain't do that. That wasn't me. Blood on their hands.
We got you on film doing it. I mean, that dude was coming at me.
Yeah. It was a movie. You hear me? Like, whatever. But, you know, and that's what it's about sides because, you know, you had the white dude. He had killed. You know, you heard about the white dude. I forgot his name. He killed the one dude that was attacking the protesters, and like pretty much was on his shit. And they found him up in like Washington, and police smoked his boots. I think he shot the police or something like that. I don't even think it was a police. It was another protester, but against one side against the other. He was on the the other good side. You know what I'm saying? Because both sides is good to somebody, right?
Right.
He's on the other good side, killed another Bama, and then
Fled the
they
country.
they
Fled the state.
assassinated that man. You hear me?
Up in Seattle.
Up
I
in
think I do
Seattle.
remember that. I
Yeah,
think
up
I
in
do remember
Seattle.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did.
The incident
I
was
heard about
somewhere else, like in Tennessee or something, where he did his thing. But they caught him all the way up there and treated him like he was
that. Infidel.
a N-word. But you know, stop picking sides, man.
That always bring me back.
Be your true
When you
you.
said they treated him like an N-word. That bring me back to a video a long time ago where the dude was in the airport and the airport
Yeah.
security was fucking with him. He's like, "Why are you treating me like a nigger? Why are you treating me like a black man right now?"
Yeah. But that lets you know that's
where he at though. I want to know where he at right now.
Man, that's just validation that you know. You know it. You just don't want to publicly accept it. You know what I'm saying? Except for when it benefits you and you running into the Capitol and you get locked up for that either. Or you getting off, you know, with a slap on your wrist for that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
It's so obvious that it's. I mean, all of this shit is like it's gaslighting, man. Because like, how can we? I understand. I understand the dynamics sides. I understand why. Because if I had power for hundreds of years, I wouldn't be so easy to give it up. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Get it.
So I get it, but how could shit be so just so clear and it's not? It gotta be some point where people that's on opposite sides of the aisle can say, you know what, all the other shit, nah, but this one right here, y'all was right on this one. You know what I mean? Why that can't happen? Or either side, you know what I'm saying? Blue or red.
Never will.
You know what I'm saying?
Never
why they can't
will.
say, yeah, with this one, you right. But the other ones, we're gonna keep fighting about them. But this one,
it's a false sense of control, man. It's a false sense of power that they losing at a rapid rate right now. You understand what I'm saying? And they really holding on by threads. And the only reason that they still got any grass is that they plan work so well that we as a whole culture of people, we so screwed up that we hold ourselves back. We getting in accidents, hopping out of the car and smoking dudes, you know what I'm saying, in broad daylight that look like you know what I'm saying? Because you upset and mad, you know what I'm saying?
They can rely on, hey, let's just wait it out before we give these people all the rights, because they're gonna do something else to make themselves look stupid, and then we can say, look, see, I told you.
Yeah. But they playing work
perfectly to perfection, bro.
Yeah, me. They playing work
to perfection, man. Like it's sad. It's sad, but it's like I said, man. It's amazing, bro. You can't. This shit is like a. It's like a movie, man. Like we couldn't write a better setup than the way they set this shit up for generations. Look at how smart these motherfuckers had to be to set up the system like they did, man. That's why they sweat them so hard. The forefathers. That's why they on their nuts so hard, bro. Because they're playing from fucking almost 400 years ago.
Four scores.
It's still unbreakable. Like this plan is like it's inching along, bro.
Yeah.
It took all this time just to get a little ass bit of where we at right now.
Think about it. You could assassinate a prominent figure as Malcolm X in front of his family and a whole ballroom full of people lock up the wrong people. Everybody know that you did it, and you wait 55 years and say, "Hey, you know what? My bad.
Y'all was right the whole time.
We was
My bad.
fooling y'all.
Those was
Those
just
was jokes. For real, those, man. Like,
no, they ain't do
real,
that shit.
man.
They ain't do that shit. Hey, man, go and get out of here. My bad.
Yeah, man. You know.
Because guess what? Those couple of people that had to sit in jail for that shit and their families, that's a small price to pay to keep all of these other motherfuckers still under the thumb.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
That's fucking. If you thinking of terms of war and thinking of in terms of just dominating, what's the fucking rules of war, man? Take out as little, as many, the smallest amount of people as possible to keep shit in order.
Make the biggest effect.
Yeah, you can't, like, if you can take out 5 motherfuckers, 8 motherfuckers to keep this grasp on this whole fucking region of shit, you'll do that all day. You know what I'm saying? If you can take out fucking Osama bin Laden by running up in this shit, why not? You know what I mean? That's the move. Take out the head of the shit. Take out the head of the snake. The body will follow. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what they've been on it. They using war tactics against our quote unquote leaders, people that they feel are prominent enough that people gonna listen to them,
and they could push a particular agenda as long as you rah and hip hop and rhyming and all that shit. They don't really care. You start talking about some politics and you talk about some world laws and you know what I'm saying, rights, human rights and stuff like that. You start pushing it, empowerment, economics, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Now you're a threat because
you're talking about how you about to do shit without us being included.
Yeah,
you know who he is, nigga. You talking about keeping the black dollar rotating in your neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm about to take out this whole community. Don't you see who face on there?
Don't you know? How you gonna keep our money from us?
Yeah, you hear me? Oh, you about to create your own currency.
What you mean it ain't gonna be backed by the US dollar? What you mean by that?
You hear me?
Oh yeah? Nah, we ain't allowing this. Go buy that shit up. They can't afford to buy as much as we can buy.
Yeah. On that though. they ain't even using money to buy.
And
you want to get digital, do you?
They trillions of dollars in debt, though. How the fuck y'all buying all this shit and y'all ain't got no money?
Me. They keeping up with the Joneses. They the true definition of it, man.
Yeah, mind your business, bro. Mind your business.
Hey, that's crazy. It's crazy how it works. And, you know, we conditioned enough to celebrate. We look at that as a feat that these guys getting exonerated after 55 years.
I told you. That's I feel bad because think about that, bro. I'm 39 years old, man. That motherfucker's been in jail my whole life and more.
Yeah, longer than your life, dog.
You hear me?
Longer than we've been here. They've been convicted of and put at had the label of the people who assassinated.
Think of how they were probably treated in jail because of that burden they had on their back. Think about how miserable their life been.
Man, that's
whole
crazy,
time, bro.
That's crazy, man.
Think of the stress they got to deal with. Think of how many people probably was after them in there the whole time. Think about the shit they had to do and the people they had to get in cahoots with to protect themselves.
Man.
Think about how many other lives that they had to ruin to keep their life sustained.
Now they had to really do some fucked up shit.
Yeah, to stay safe. You hear me? That's nuts. And think about how many people had to go through that. That had nothing to do. Think of how many people in there that had to do crime to stay safe because they was in there for shit they didn't do.
They ain't do.
And now that they did crime in there, now they got to stay longer. They add time to your sentence because you had to adapt to your environment.
Yeah. Think about how much. Think about the percentage of those people that's Black people.
Yes.
You understand?
Overwhelmingly. Think about how many people.
Because it happened. Because you know they going. You know that's the first defense is it's it's people of all races that been falsely accused. You're right, but look at the percentage. Look how often it happened that drugs planted, weapons planted, whole plotted crimes and murders pinned on another person. You know what I'm saying? And they don't even get the right to exercise the judicial system the way it's supposed to work. And then they wonder why, Black people would celebrate when a joker like OJ get off.
OJ.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just because. Yeah.
Because the system, he worked the system. That's all he did. He worked the system.
Yeah, it's good to see somebody striking back at the people that have been striking back forever. You know?